What's up, Wayfinders, and good morning from Epcot. We're hanging out here today. We're going to be trying out GEO-82, the new Spaceship Earth Lounge, then heading over to Epcot. Heading over to Hollywood Studios, where eventually we will watch Fantasmic. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we got our first festival booth item of the day, which was the griddled cheese over at the Grease. Now, this is a item that has been on the menu for a couple of years, especially for the fromage montage, and a lot of people have really loved it. My first time trying it. It is basically just a cheese with some honey and pistachios, but it is a really good blend of savory and sweet, and just, it was a very, very good choice. So if you are here for the festival and trying to do fromage montage, going by Grease and picking up the griddled cheese is honestly a really good choice. So we enjoyed that first one now. So we're continuing to walk around. We're going to stop in, get a couple more items here and there, just see what we can do before we head on off to GEO-82 in a little bit. So we are on our way now to Spaceship Earth to go to GEO-82. This is the new Spaceship Earth themed lounge that they put in like a little building right outside of where Spaceship Earth is, kind of near where the little gaming area is once you get off of Spaceship Earth. Now, I don't really know what to expect with this place. It was a very hard reservation to get when it first dropped, so it's very popular amongst people, but really, I mean, we're mostly just going in here for the vibes today. I don't think there's really a whole lot of food items here that are going to be very appealing, but obviously if we get in there and see something that catches our eye, we'll make sure to order it and let you guys know what we think. But really, we're just going in there to check it out, see what the vibes are like, kind of see what they have to offer, and we'll give our review once we're done. So we're gonna head on that way now, continue to march, and once we get inside, we'll show you some clips of it and then give you our thoughts when we get done. All right, so we wrapped up over at GEO-82 just a little while ago, and I gotta say, I really did enjoy that experience a lot. It's a very interesting experience because it's adults only, so it's very quiet in there. Like, you actually feel like you can have conversations in there. I'm fighting the Skyliner lady right now, so I apologize. But overall, very, very good experience at GEO-82. I got both of the Zero Proof cocktails, which was a walk through the garden, which was, it's so many things on here that it's listed under, but it was very good. It tasted just basically like lemon soda water, which was very, very good. And then also the Manhattan in the Morning, which was a coffee-based non-alcoholic beverage, and wasn't my favorite just because it was a little bit bitter, and I don't often enjoy bitter drinks. I like sweeter things, so was not my favorite thing. But overall, enjoyed the vibes a lot, enjoyed just getting to sit down and hang out in the air conditioning for a little while. Service was a little bit slow, but honestly didn't really mind because we got to take our sweet time and soak it all in. And then I'll let Lauren talk about what she had to drink.
I'm sorry, I was trying to find it. I got the
We are now approaching
peach
the Skyliner
shrub
station.
whiskey smash, and it was honestly pretty good. I like whiskey, but it was a very light whiskey, and it wasn't like super overly like super whiskey tasting, and it wasn't like super peachy. I thought it was just a really good like mix of flavors, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had a good time, and like I said, it's weird because it's adults only, but it's also just a very relaxed atmosphere, and so it was very nice, and it was a nice break. But we rode a couple more rides, and now we are actually on our way to Hollywood. See what we can get into there. It looks like a massive rain cloud is about to come through, so hopefully we can get over there in time to beat it out. But we'll keep you guys updated with what we're doing and where we're going, and so just follow along. All right, my friends, it's actually the next morning, and I apologize that I couldn't really keep up with everything that happened last night after we got to Hollywood Studios. It ended up downpouring for like an hour and a half, and so we kind of found some refuge in ABC Commissary, ate some dinner, and then went and did a couple rides. I think we did Rockin' a few times just because this is going to be the last time on this trip, at least, we get to ride Rock and Roller Coaster, and it's going to be obviously shut down here soon in the next couple months to make way for the new Muppets retheme that will be opening late sometime next year. So it was really great to get those rides in because obviously Rockin' has always been one of my favorite coasters in our group. So it's Savannah's favorite ride. So we really wanted to make sure she got to ride it at least one more time before the night was done. But then we went on and watched Fantasmic, which was good. I was glad it didn't get canceled because of the rain. And I will say this, the 8 o'clock one was absolutely jam-packed. There was a 9:30 as well, but we just, with a you know, toddler, we just couldn't push to stay till that late. But in my opinion, if you can push it to being that late, and look, the park closes at 9. I mean, if you start getting in line for it, they're not going to punish you or anything for waiting in line for the 9:30 Fantasmic or whatever. But I think if you can push it to that might be a little bit better, just because our show was absolutely slammed, and we had a pretty good view from where we were, but we had to be all the way down at the other end, which meant it took us quite some time to get out and leave. But other than that, though, I felt like we had a really successful day overall. GEO-82, if you are an adult on a trip to Disney and you want a fun place to just sit down and relax for a little bit, that is a really cool spot. I mean, you get great views of Epcot from in there, a lot of fun little details, and of course there's, and I don't say this in a mean way, but there are no kids allowed in there. So if you're looking for just a spot where you can get away, you know, maybe you have adult friends that are there and you just want a place to sit, relax, hang out without it being too loud or too crazy, GEO-82 is a really good spot. So, but again, we had a lot of fun, and you know, I can't say anything else really but that. But I will say this is going to be the last vlog for our week, really our last day. We don't have much planned. We're going to Magic, again, maybe Epcot, maybe one other park or something like that, and we don't have any reservations or anything. So really, this is going to be it. But hey, thank you guys so much for following along this week. I hope you have had fun, and make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast from, because I will be talking about this trip on our podcast when we come back. But until next time, I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day, and I'll see you again real soon.